Hello, good evening, everyone present here. I am Vaishnavi Vaiti from Kirin Advisors. I would like to welcome you all to the virtual roadshow of Veritaas Advertising Limited. Here we will discuss and understand a brief overview of the company and its business model along with the insights on its upcoming IPO. Veritaas Advertising Limited is one of the leading integrated advertising agency offering comprehensive marketing solutions across various platforms, including out of home OOH, transit media, and event management. With ownership of advertisement spaces in key regions like West Bengal, Guwahati, and Shillong, as well as operations in major cities such as Delhi, Mumbai, and Pune. Veritas stands out as one of the few media owning agencies in the industry. From the management team, we have Mr. Debjyoti Banerjee, Chairman and Managing Director of Veritas Advertising Limited. Hello, sir. Welcome.
Hi, very good afternoon. Very good afternoon to you. Very good afternoon to all our viewers. And a warm welcome to everyone to our IPO meet.
Thank you, sir. Now I hand it over to Mr. Debjyoti Banerjee to give us more insights about the company and its future plan. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
See, Veritas goes a long way. I have been into this advertisement industry for the past 20 years now, and finally we just started our journey in 2018, 31st July 2018, and from there on till date, it has been a very eventful journey. We are a media house, we are a media owning house, and we are also advertisement agency, both clubbed together, as in like we have our own media all over eastern India. We have our own media all over Guwahati, Shillong, Kolkata, West Bengal. We are coming up with new media in Delhi, in Pune, in Mumbai. So we own media that we cater to clients, and we do their ad campaigns. Along with that, we are also an advertisement agency wherein we devise, wherein we create, ideate, create, communicate ad campaigns for our clients. That's end-to-end solutions. Along with that, we have our own workshop wherein we fabricate everything that we do. We have our own printing machines wherein we print flexes, both solvent, eco-solvent, and wherein we do end-to-end solutions for all our clients. More or less, in a nutshell, that would be a basic introduction of Veritas Advertising Limited to all of you here.
Thank you, sir. Shall we start with the
Thank you.
presentation?
Absolutely. Let's go ahead with the presentation wherein we have all the details mentioned. Now,
Okay.
the first slide here, give me to the first slide first. Now, herein, you have pictures of a few of our medias. The first one, if we show you, that is the AC buses. Now, these AC buses are there in Kolkata, wherein we have advertisements all over the bus. We call it a bus wrap. Now, this is something that is present out of India, and incidentally, we have it in Kolkata and in West Bengal also. Then we have Uber cab branding, we have police booths, we have hoardings and billboards. So that creates a media mix for all our clients. Next slide, please. In this entire slide, there are two things that are very important. First of all, we are a 360-degree advertising partner for our clients. So that is like, whatever the client requirement is, we cater to the entire thing in a total way. And second, we are continuously working for giving 24 by 7 service to our client. As you know, we are into the service sector. All our clients want their ad campaigns to come up in the proper deadline. So therein we are doing our best to keep up to the 24-hour or 24 by 7 service statements. Next slide, please. Some other aggregations. We have almost 1,500 plus happy clients. We are a team of 75 people, and then we have non-statutory people also add on who work from project to project basis. We have a presence in 12 states, 98% customer satisfaction. We are trying to better that to something better. Then of course we get 90% repeat business, 99% successful projects. And then we are also coming up in cities like Mumbai and Pune, obviously giving a different edge to the entire organization. We are recognized by Startup India, we are recognized by GEM, and also we are a MSME registered company. Next slide, please. These are, a few of our clients with whom we do regular business. Clients like TVS, Honda. Then of course we have Ultratech, Star Cement, Greenply. Clients like Mitsubishi Electric, Blue Star, and then all other clients mentioned. Bosch and Siemens again is one of our very important clients, and we are doing our bit to add on more big MNCs to our kitty. Next. Again, we cater to the healthcare sector, we cater to the online industry, clients like JIS and other engineering colleges, we cater to them. We cater to the retail industry, digital, and the service sector also. Next slide, please. These are our members. They are our management team. Whatever we do, it's a decision taken by all of us, and all the members here are very important in that decision making process. Next slide. So we are into transit. As I told you already, the AC buses, the Uber cabs, the auto branding modules, that constitutes our transit media. Then we have OH media, where primarily we are into billboards. We also have LEDs, and we are doing research and development on that sector so that we create more LEDs all across the country, because it is understood that LEDs are the future. So we have a research cell that caters to LEDs, and we are increasing the number of LEDs slowly. We have retail branding, clients like Mitsubishi, Star Cement, Greenply. We cater to their retail branding segments all over their dealer shops and all over their distribution chains. We have event management also, like for any big company like PC Chandra, like other jewelry companies like Senco. We do their events also. So that constitutes the entire media mix we have. Next slide. We do turnkey projects for our clients. OH, BTL, digital events are already there, as I told you. Next. This is one interesting medium. We are going on in a very big way, and that is the purpose why we are getting listed. This is a police booth. If you see the picture carefully, the police booth is there for the benefit of the police department. The police is doing duty on the road, and they use this as a mini police station. Now the top portion is used for advertisements, which is given to many clients, and they use it for their advertisement campaign and advertisement purpose. Now we are coming up with police booths in Mumbai and Pune and Delhi, and that is a plan that we are going to execute very soon. Next slide. Now these are again some photos of hoardings, campaigns done by us, bus shelters. This is another unique medium. And then we have pole kiosks, all the lampposts all over the city, gives a very good mileage to client. And then again, a picture of the police booth. This campaign is also conceived and executed by us. Now this is one of my very happening media in Kolkata, the AC buses. It's like a moving gantry. Now what is a gantry? A gantry is like a big hoarding all across the road, from this corner to that corner. It's huge. It's like 100 feet by 30 feet. That's the size. Now gantry is a static media. It's fixed on a particular location. To cover up to the gantry, we came up with the AC buses. You can say we are pioneers to the AC buses in Kolkata, wherein it's like 60 feet ad moving on the road. So we call it a moving gantry concept, and it's a very, very successful medium in Kolkata. Then we have Uber, and then we have mobile vans. This again are traditional media that was there 20 years back, that is there today also, and people are interested in doing their campaigns in these mediums. In future, might be there will be e-vehicles which will come up with these kind of ads also. Next slide. Again, these are some of our OH campaigns. See, in OH we say big is beautiful. So if you see all the hoarding, the sizes are huge. So whenever a campaign comes up in a big format hoarding, the eyeballs visit, the eye recall, it's good. So basically that's how we visualize our OH campaigns. Next slide please. Again, these are bus shelters done by us. Very good, very apt medium because it communicates to the audience directly. Next slide. These are cutouts. These are done specially during festivals, and it's very different kind of a medium. It's out of the box thinking, but it works out very well. We did a special campaign during Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and wherein 300 cutouts were placed all over the city, and it was a big phenomenon. So we promote this medium also in the future. Next slide. These are guardrails. This is used by the police to block roads. Now, it was our unique concept to come up with advertisements in the same, so that from the car level, it's very much visible. So it's a very a close proximity medium wherein visibility is good. So clients get interested into this also, and we are trying to promote this all across the country. Next slide. Of course, Uber cab branding for you. Again, this is picking up, and in the future we'll have almost all cabs getting branded. Slowly, the interest of the clients all over the country and even from abroad are coming into this medium. Next slide. Of course, these are some figures from financial year 21 onwards to 22, 23, and then currently standing at the final figures of February 10th, 2024. Next slide. Segment-wise revenue breakup, of course, for your ready reference. Some key financial highlights, some details, EBITDA margins and PAT and everything that is shown here in the graph.
Hello.
Next.
So we have Mr. Rajesh Sharma with us, book running lead manager to the issue from Horizon Management Private Limited. So he will be explaining us about the financial issues of the company.
Welcome,
Welcome.
Rajesh ji. All yours. All yours. Please.
Over. Sir, you're not audible.
Rajesh ji, your voice is.
Rajesh sir, we can't hear you.
I think it's still not audible.
Oh. Dave sir, I guess you can continue.
Okay, sure. So,
Thank
as I was saying, these are some figures, with our total income and then with our EBITDA and PAT. So everything mentioned here as clearly as possible. Next slide, please. Of course, this is our profit and loss statement with all the figures mentioned. Balance sheet for your ready reference. Cash flow highlights. And some ratios, of course.
Am I audible now?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
Rajesh ji, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
So now we have Mr.
Apologies.
Rajesh Sharma with us, book running lead manager to the issue from Horizon Management Limited. He will be explaining us the financial issues of the company. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Esther, for introducing me. So, as Mr. Dev has already informed about the company in brief, we would like to let you know about some of the financials of the company. The company has shown remarkable growth in last couple of years, from starting with having a turnover of 339 millions in FY22 to 9 crore 3 lakhs in till February 2024. The EBITDA for the year 2024 stands at 2 crore 58 lakhs, and the EBITDA margin has shown a remarkable growth from 17.36 to 28.64. Now, next slide, please. So, as explained, the financials have shown remarkable growth, and in February 2024, the PAT stands at 156.79 lakhs, vis-a-vis 43.89 lakhs in 2023. Next slide, these are the asset balance sheet statistics for the last 4 years. Next slide, cash flow. Next slide, key ratios. If you have any questions, you can drop a message. We again, yeah, please go ahead, Vaishnavi, to the next slide. So, Mr. Dev, you can continue from here onwards.
Sure, sure, sure. Now, again, this is regarding our key strengths and competitive edge. Again, ours is a service industry, so wherein what we want is total satisfaction to the client. So that's why we believe in a no outsourcing module. We create a campaign, we ideate a campaign, and then obviously we choose the mediums that we have to use. And how we do that, let me tell you, the product is a key factor when you choose a medium. There are many campaigns that get super successful when you just do it on OH, that means on a billboard. And there are products that are again very catchy when you use transit medium, and there are products where you use both. So basically this understanding comes from experience. And since I'm into the field for a long part, almost 20 years now, so this we have done on a regular basis. So now we know exactly what to give to the client. We know exactly how to compare the expectations to the fulfillment, and then we know exactly what products to be balanced on what mediums. Now slowly the market is also changing. Clients want instant service, clients want timelines to be met, and clients want a 24 into 7 scenario, as I told you before. So that is what is our challenge also, and we have achieved it to some extent, wherein on a same day we are launching multiple campaigns. Some campaigns are being formulated on a day launch. Some campaigns get launched during the night, that gives a different illumination effect. So all this, with the experience we have, makes us different from other competitors. One more thing, generally in outdoor or generally in our sector of advertisement, we have either media owners or we have agencies, advertisement agencies, pure agencies. Now we are a mix of both. So in our strata, we are into a little less competition, because mix of both is something that not much companies provide. That would be a little briefing on our key strengths and our competitive edge over others. Next slide, please. Yeah, we have specified some strategies for sustainable growth, and moreover we are coming across in Mumbai, so that we can cater to that region entirely. We have to increase our revenue from that region. We have to install our media in that region. We are coming up with our office in Bangalore also in the later part of the year, in the month of July. So even South India will be our horizon. Will be working there also. So all this joined together will have better revenues, we'll have a better exposure, we'll have more clients who will add up to us. So the plan is totally done up on a very practical basis, and we have to achieve it step by step. Next slide, please. These are some issue highlights wherein the entire details are mentioned herein, the issue size and everything. All the price slabs are there. Rajesh ji, if you could kindly describe the details here.
So the company is coming up with the issue of 8 crore 10 lakh at the lower price band and 8.48 crores at the upper price band. The fresh issue size is of 744,000 equity shares, and the issue is starting on 13th, and issue is closing on 15th. The anchor bidding starts on May 10th. The minimum lot size of the equity shares is 1200 shares, and the price band is 109 at the lower end and 114 at the upper band. The promoters are diluting approximately 23% of its shareholdings in this fresh issue. The existing promoter contribution is standing at 88.74%, which will get reduced to 65.36% post issue. Next slide, Vaishnavi.
Next slide, please.
The object of the issue is mainly for funding the capital expenditure that the company intends to do for setting up police booths in West Bengal, Assam, Maharashtra, and Delhi, and also some capital expenditure with respect to poll kiosks for setting up traffic signals. The
We are
balance,
also doing it on Pune also, Rajesh ji.
yeah, it's also for Mumbai and Pune, and the balance, if any, shall be utilized for general corporate purposes. Next slide. So, as Vaishnavi has already introduced, the book running lead manager is Horizon Management Private Limited. The registrar to the issue is MAS Services Limited, and the bankers to the issue are Axis Bank and ICICI Bank and Union Bank of India. Next. Thank you. So, Vaishnavi, you can go ahead with the question answers in case you have any clarifications needed.
Thank you. Thank you, Dev sir, and thank you, Rajesh sir.
Thank you.
Now we'll start with the Q&A session. I request all participants to post your questions in the comment box. Let's start. So first question is from Arav Banerjee. There are many biggies in advertisements. What are your strategies against your competitors?
Fantastic question. I think I already said a little bit about that. Yes, there are biggies in the market, but they are classified into different segments. Some are classified into the media owner segment, and some are classified into the ad agency segment. Now we because we are a mix of both, we have a little edge, and that is why we have grown so fast. If you see the time span from where Veritas started till today, where we are standing, we have grown because we are catering to a generalized vacuum that is there between the media owner and the agency, and we have to better that so that we can have many more clients. We can have much more geographical area to cover, and even in the future we plan to step into Dubai and then maybe settle with the office in London so that we can also have international exposure. So the plan, I think, it is a little different than the biggies. That's why maybe we are a little different in our journey.
Okay. Next question. Ananya Swaminathan. We currently enjoy EBITDA margin of 30% and NPM of 18%. What is future guidance or its sustainability?
Rajeshji, I think you can guide on this question.
Sure. Thanks, Ms. Ananya, for the question. So, the company is working quite well as of now, and the present EBITDA margin of 30% is expected to remain minimum at the in future years, as well as we expect some accretion in the EBITDA margin of 5 to 10%, considering the additional business that we are expecting out with the fresh capex that we are planning with the IPO.
Okay.
I would just add one more thing to what Rajesh ji said. As we progress from here on to the future, we are adding on services like we came up with the workshop, we came up with the printing, we came up with the fabrication. So the more array of services add up, the business is more, and different sectors have different revenue models. So obviously when we grow, when we add up to services, the sustainability issue will not be an issue.
Okay. Next question. Dheya Rupavida. How does the company diversify its customer base and maintain strong relationships to mitigate risk from customer concentration?
Uh, Thank you, Mr. Dhey, for the question. Actually, we have a very experienced sales team who are assigned to cater to a certain clients. Like jewelry segment is tackled by a different team, and the automobile sector is tackled by a different team, and they know how to ideate such kind of campaigns and how to cater to the requirements of the client. Every client is a different story altogether. Every client is a different characteristic altogether. They have different wants. You can't just generalize that. So our team is a very balanced team who cater to the client's requirement and who are assigned to different sectors. So that being so, and we are in the journey of adding on more people to our sales team, so that the balance is maintained, so that we don't have any point of client dissatisfaction. And also, this is a very human oriented industry. One person to one client, that relation remains forever if the service is perfect. So that is our intention and that is our agenda.
Next, Deepika Chadda. What is cost of one police booth? What are future plans to extend this vertical of advertising to other cities or states? How much capex would it require for next two or 3 years?
Thanks, Ms. Deepika. Actually, I'll just elaborate. A police booth, it's under the PPP model, like as in public-private partnership model. Now, in this, we install the police booth at our cost. For the government or for the police authority, it is a add-on to their infrastructure. They can do duty on the road using that police booth on a better work scenario. Now, one police booth is approximately, the cost is 4.5 lakhs to install, because it has all the amenities. The police booths coming up now also has a toilet inside. So that helps the police personnel, and we have been accoladed by the police departments for coming up with this idea. Now, because it has a toilet, it has water supply also, it has a light, fan, charging points, there are wireless chargers, everything is there. And yes, of course, we want to better this business module, because this is something we have formulated. Not much companies or not many companies are into this PPP model. So obviously, the purpose of this issue is to increase police booths all over India. That is why we are going ahead with the issue. And in the next 3 years, I think at least whatever police booths we have, we plan to double it and then extend further. Revenues in the future will again go into building police booths and settling on in other cities, because in every city, please understand, a police booth is installed on a very important crossing, a crossing that is a four-way crossing or a five-way crossing. Now, if you have a media wherein your display is at a five-road crossing, that is very lucrative to the client. And if you can multiply that profit center in your business, you grow. So that is the intention and that is the plan. Thank you, madam.
Okay. Next, Nikita Patil. How does the company address potential issues or lack of availability regarding police booth advertising space crucial for their business?
Thank you, Miss Nikita. Actually, police booths are something, that is not in abundance. If you go across the entire country, you will find big states not having this infrastructure. I visited Pune a few days back. Even in Pune, police booths are not in the perfect condition as it should be in the year 2024. Because again, there's a expertise issue that is there. The way we do it, we fabricate from scratch. From the iron to the ACP sheets to the electrification of that, we do it ourselves, and it takes time. To manufacture one police booth is almost 15 to 20 days of time, and the police department gives 1 month of time to install it. So basically this is something that takes up a lot of expertise and hard work, and not many people are into it. So basically that is why we are thinking of going across state to state. Like, we will start with Maharashtra, we'll head to Pune, we'll do it at Delhi, NCR, Gurgaon, and then of course in South India, wherein the scope is huge. The streets still don't have this infrastructure. So the more we expand, the more police booths we have, the more scope of revenue we have. That is the plan.
Okay. Next, Chaitali Dev. What is payback period of police booth installation of advertisement?
Thank you, Chaitali madam. It's a very lovely question. Actually, the campaigns are quarterly. That means when we install a police booth, suppose in a X crossing, and then we give it to a client and we devise a campaign. We work out on a creative, and it's a backlit medium. If you have seen the photos, the top portion is backlit. So in the night, it looks very beautiful. So we devise the creative accordingly, and we start the campaign. It runs for 3 months to 6 months. Sometimes it also goes on year. We have multiple cases where the client have started a campaign and continued it from the beginning till today. Campaigns are running without even a pause. So sometimes we are paid quarterly, sometimes even we bill them monthly, and that's the cycle. Generally our industry is on a 90-day payment cycle on for every campaign.
Okay. Next, Priyanka Salunke. What is repeat business from your clients?
Thank you, Ms. Priyanka. Most of our clients are into a repeat business module. Why? Because, see, as I told you, this is a service sector. Once you get the rapport going, once you start understanding the requirement, and once you are ready to cater to the client 24 into 7, saying, whenever you need me, we are there. We are Team Veritas. We are here to address to your issues. We are here to communicate with you when required. We are here to um, uh, ideate more campaigns season to season. So that ensures that we have repeat businesses on a continuous basis, as we have mentioned in our PPT also. And it's a very it's a very give and take relationship. The better service you give, the more business you get.
Okay. Next, Rajesh Bhatia. What is contribution from top 10 clients?
Thank you, Rajesh ji. I would love to answer that question. Generally, if you count top 5 or top 10 clients, two things need to be noted. One is the ratio changes every year, because clients have different budgets every year. A client might spend 5 crores in this financial year. Next financial year, they would go up to 10 crores. Sometimes it might come down to 2 crores also. It depends on the markets, it depends on the growth of the country, it depends on their product launches. So, to ascertain how much is a very complicated thing. But generally, my top 10 clients would accrue to something around 20 to 30% of my year long revenues.
Okay. Next, Navya. With expansion of police booth and poll kiosk, what kind of revenues or profitability jump we can see going forward?
See, our basic plan, or we are targeting to something around a 40% growth year on year. Now that's a target. There are reality checks that will come. There are challenges that might come. There are situations that might come. But generally, we want, and we have maintained that. Of course, if you see the revenues, we have maintained close to that. So 30 to 40% increase year on year. That's our backward integration, and that's our forward looking plan.
Next, Saloni Kharivle. Reasons behind past negative cash flows and strategies to improve cash flow management.
Thank you, Ms. Saloni. Actually, see, you have to take into consideration that Veritas started its journey on 31st of July 2018. Now, after 2018, we just started to grow. That was the nascent stage of the company, and then we are hit by COVID. And I'm very happy, and I'm very optimistic to put forward that during the COVID period also we went on with our projects, and most importantly, we were working with hospitals that time. We were coming up with their inward retail branding campaign, so we were open during COVID also. We were putting in to the emergency services in their way, as were told to us. So we passed the COVID period, then we started growing. So basically, there has been ups and downs, but that were not related to the company or so. That was the passing time that happened. I feel things are looking better all around. The country is growing at a very positive rate, so everything will be better in the coming future.
Okay. Next, Yash Mistry. Your revenues have grown almost 4 times over financial year 22 to Feb 2024. What has contributed for such strong growth trajectory?
Thank you, Yashji. It's a very lovely question, and let me elaborate on this. In this time period, we started off with our workshop. Now, our workshop added to our strength. Why? Because we started fabricating big projects all by ourselves. Before this, obviously, we were on a growing phase, so we started off with the workshop first. Then we had skilled laborers who basically, started, you know, doing turnkey projects on a very very interesting timeline ratio. Then we added up to our printing unit. Now, in the beginning, Veritas was dependent on vendors who used to print the material that is to be going for advertisement. Currently, we do it ourselves. No, so obviously that revenue is also retained by the company, and that is the only reason. The workshop, the printing, the fabrication, all under one roof. Zero outsourcing currently is giving us a boost. That is what you see in the figures there.
Next, Kajal Pathak. When the new plant will be operational?
Thank you, Kajalji. Post listing, we'll be starting installation of police booths. Then obviously we'll be starting on with a go green revolution. Like we are currently into flexes. We are starting printing canvases, which are much low on carbon footprint. Which is a part of the green revolution in the advertising sector. So basically, it's all in the process currently, and we will revamp post listing.
Next, Priyanka Salunke. What is total team size, out of which how many are in creative?
Thank you, Priyanka ji. Actually, we are a team of 75 people. But again, we have another almost 150 people who are there, who are employed on project to project basis. And the creative team is something around 9 to 10 people, headed by Mr. Arindam Roy, who is the creative head.
Okay. Next, Mahesh said, how many new clients added in last 6 months?
Thank you, Maheshji. We added 11 clients in the last 6 months. Big clients, of course, and there are small projects that are always coming in. Small GSB projects, showroom projects. A mobile showroom. Internal branding of a mobile showroom. These are small projects, but more or less, on a big client scenario, we have added 11 clients in the last 6 to 8 months, actually.
Next, Arav Banerjee. Our debt is comparatively on higher side. What are companies' initiatives to reduce the same in future to strengthen the balance sheet? What is current rate of interest?
Thank you, RFG. Actually, let me tell you, we don't have any long-term debt. We have a CC, a cash credit account, which we use for our the requirement of working capital. We cater to that, and that we will keep because that helps us to fund the projects. And obviously, because we are into a 90 to 110 day payment cycle, so we need working capital. Otherwise, we have a small loan that is for our printing machine that we are paying the EMI. So that is going to come down eventually in the future. And in the future, currently, we are not planning for any debts. So obviously, we are going to have a scenario where debts are going to reduce, except the CC account, which we will retain. Thank you.
Next, Kajal Pathak. What would be its production capacity and which products will be manufactured in the new plant?
Thank you, Kajalji. Actually, we'll be installing police booths. Now, one police booth takes more or less 11 to 15 days on a fast forward mode. And if you have to install a toilet with the police booth, then it takes almost 20 days to 22 days. And currently, we can produce almost 8 to 10 police booths in a month. Post our listing, we are going to increase it to double that capacity so that we can do the installations faster. The faster we install, the faster we get the capacity of advertisement. And when we get the capacity of advertisement, we get increased revenue and more clients.
Next, Mahesh Seth. What is the reason to tap IPO market for funding requirement of rupees 8.5 crores?
Thank you, Maheshji. Again, this was always the plan. When we started, we had to come to this. It's like a vision, it's like a wish, it's like a journey that we already planned when we started in 2018. And we have maintained that step by step balance and we have maintained that plan.
Okay. Next, Shubham. Can you please explain your scope of work in setting up a police booth?
Sure, Shubhamji, I would love to. Actually, see, a police booth is a structure. It's generally of 10 feet by 4 feet of size, wherein 3 to 4 police officers can sit. They have a desk inside. They have charging points inside. They have a raincoat inside. So, in case it rains, in case there is a thunderstorm, they have a place to go inside and save themselves. Now, that is what essentially a police booth is all about. We use iron for the structure. We do grouting that is done on the road. Then we use ACP sheets along with reflective tapes, and we use a lot of lights all over so that it is visible in the night. Then we have an ad box on the top wherein we have tube lights and LED modules along with the client flex so that it is visible. And this entire detail goes on to make a police booth. And generally, again, I said the time span would be something around 10 to 12 days or 15 days for making and manufacturing a police booth.
Okay. Next, Dipka Chanda. Strategies to attract new clients and retain existing ones, considering revenue concentration from top clients.
Thank you, Deepika ji. Actually, we are visiting new clients every day. Our sales team has been given this job on a daily basis to promote visits to new clients, to set up appointments with new clients, give them ideas when they visit, and obviously give them an out of the box thinking process. We tap the market, we see who is doing what campaign, we do a research on that, we understand the client, and then we go and visit the client. And once we visit the client, we exchange ideas. There are many clients who don't like our ideas, but there are many clients who like our ideas and give us the opportunity the next time. So this is how we have added clients, and this is how we will be adding clients in future. Generally, in advertising, there is a very important saying which we were taught when we were working at a pretty junior stage. They say if you visit 20 clients, 2 to 3 clients will give you an opportunity. So we believe in that mantra. We will keep doing it. We'll keep visiting 20 clients, maybe repeat also sometimes. We repeat visit a client, but every time we see that this mantra works very successfully. Every 20 client ideation, 2 to 3 campaigns are backed with our idea. And we'll keep doing it, Deepika ji.
Okay. Next, Nilesh Parekh. Do we have exact listed bid?
Uh, Thank you, Nileji, for the question. No, we don't have exact listed peer, though we have advertising agencies who are listed. You have Signpost who is listed. You have Bright who is listed. But again, they are a different strata altogether. They are only into ad agencies. They don't do factory work. They don't do fabrication. So that part, they don't do printing all under one roof. So that makes us different. But of course, ad company to ad company, they would be called our peers. But up a tad different.
Next, Jonathan Fernandez. How many police booths can be manufactured per month or annually from the new plant?
Thank you, Jonathan. Actually, we can manage currently. We can manufacture and manage 10 to 12 police booths in a month. We are planning to increase it to 22 to 25 in a month. Now, as if I say making and manufacturing, I should elaborate on that. Basically, this is an end-to-end solution. Once a police booth, once we start manufacturing a police booth, we consider the project complete when we install it at the location. So end-to-end solution takes 10 to 12 days, on an ad module 15 days. So if you consider this, then currently we can manufacture 10 to 12 police booths in a month. We want to revamp to 25 police booths in a month.
Okay. Next, Kajal Pathak. What is your marketing strength?
Thank you, Kajal ji. I can answer that question very interestingly. Actually, see, when I used to work, now today I am running an organization with 75 odd people, with 150 more members who work on a project to project basis. But when I was working in the past 20 years, as I told you, I was very much in the sales and marketing department only. So basically, even till date, I feel honored. I feel very satisfied inside when I visit clients myself. And trust you me, even as I do this meet today, I visited my client today morning, and we ideated on a campaign and finalized it. So basically, it starts with me. My core competence is sales. So obviously, I'm going to give it down to my sales department. I run my sales department along with my great team members. So obviously, this is a sales driven organization. This is a marketing oriented organization. And again, we have the creative department supporting us on that cause. That's how we want to go ahead.
Next, Deepika Chadda. Thank you for
Thank
answering
you,
the
Deepika
question.
ji. Thank you, Deepika ji. It was lovely to attend to the questions. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. So grateful to you, ma'am.
Next, I think we have covered majority of the questions.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone, and thank you Dev sir, and thank you Rajesh sir.
I would take this opportunity to conclude this lovely conversation that I was enjoying thoroughly. See, I'm grateful from the core of my heart for everybody who joined the meet. I am grateful from the core of my heart to everybody who asked me these beautiful questions. It's so satisfying to see that people going into our mission, to see people understanding our vision, to see people ask us where we want to head to. So thank you so much. Ever grateful to each member who attended the event.
Thank you. All the best for your
Thank,
IPO.
thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.